What is good, Boom Bap Nation? The Historian back for, of course, another album review, and this is the latest project from JRoberts with production from Old Man 80s, and this album is entitled, sorry, my phone blacked out, Shadows of Strategy. This was released on 6/9/2025. JRoberts is, I guess I want to say fairly new. The first project I listened from JRoberts was Gift and Curse, and that came out in 2024. That was a super dope project. He's a dope MC. I'm not sure who did the production on the project. There may have been some from Machacha, but he has some really dope features on there. It was a really strong project, and so when I got wind through the site that I frequent that this project was coming out, I was almost borderline excited for it, because I think JRoberts has a potential to blow up and make some noise in the hip hop scene. He's a super dope MC. I don't know a ton about him, so I tried to Google. I didn't come up with any major hits on where he's from. I'm gonna assume potentially, more than likely, he's from the East Coast. But here he is with Shadows of Strategy with Old Man 80s. Clocks in at 32 minutes, 11 tracks, some just a couple of features. For the most part, Roberts handles the MCing pretty much to his own, and he could do that because he's extremely talented and a really dope MC. So the question is, do I like this project more than Gift and Curse? Let's find out. Let's get right into the track listing. Pink the Battle, Sun Goes Down, featuring TF. Tactical Dispositions is 3. Lost Angels is 4, featuring Husk Kingpin. Lord Knows is 5. Praying with Dirty Hands is 6. 7 is Waging War. 8 is Shot Down, featuring Ren Thomas. Use of Spies is 9. Cradle to the Grave is 10. And Shadows of Strategy is track 11. So 11 tracks, 32 minutes. JRoberts on the mic, Old Man 80s with the production, and overall, I think Old Man laid some really dope production down. For the most part, it is pretty grimy. Definitely has that East Coast boom bap griminess to it. Similar to what you might get out of like a Benny the Butcher project or a Conway the project. I would have to say that I like this album about equally to Gift and Curse. I believe Gift and Curse, I was, I didn't have a channel at that time, but that was kind of in the 3 mic range of my albums from the previous last year, and this one is right in that same wheelhouse. So for me, Shadows of Strategy is 3 mics, a solid rating. I think this has some replay value. I think it's a pretty dope project, and I think there's going to be a lot of buzz with JRoberts. I'm curious to see where he goes. Like I said, I can't find a ton of information, so if anybody knows JRoberts or where he's from or where he's connected to, is he part of the Soprano? I don't know. When I googled it, I know there was some hits that kind of referenced that, but again, it was spotty. So, but I definitely would recommend, if you haven't heard JRoberts, definitely check him out. You can find him on iTunes. A really dope MC, and again, I think he has a potential to make a lot of buzz. So I can't wait to see if who he links up with for the next project as far as a producer. Because when it comes to one MC and one producer, I just think some of those are the best albums. So. JRoberts, Old Man 80, Shadows of Strategy, 3 mics. As always, like, subscribe, stay tuned. More reviews coming your way.